Watcher. Today we are going to be unboxing and giving some initial thoughts and a little quick review on the Ryobi hammer drill. This is the R18PD7-0 18-volt percussion drill from Ryobi. It's brushless, it's part of their 1+ system, which means this is the same battery that can be used on over 150 tools. So let's have a look at this, see what we think, shall we? So I got this as part of my multi-pack that I bought some weeks ago. Haven't opened it yet. We'll do that together now. Okay, so I bought this to go with my I forgot what I call that, impact driver. So a bit of a set. I didn't know whether I needed just a normal drill driver or a bit of a percussion drill. I was in two minds what to do, but being as I was in two minds what to do, but I opted for this. Yeah, it was just a whim. So we've got the normal tags, we've got a bag. Okay, that's good. It's smaller than I thought it would be. This is not their hammer drill, this is something completely different. Okay, we've got a handle. Okay, part of the handle. A clip for the belt. The usual Ryobi instructions, manual, other tools you can buy. One there, it says 100+ tools, I think there's about 150 of them now. So that's standard stuff in the box. Okay, that's just going to be the depth gauge. Yeah, this is what attaches to the belt. I'll put it on for you to see what it's like. But I personally won't be using that. Right, let's put this together. That bolt goes in there. Hold that. Handle on. I haven't read the instructions, it's just normally self-explanatory. Is that upside down? Should that be down there? No, it only goes one way, so this has to go up in the air. Screw this on. And that's your hammer handle for when you're using the hammer action section, so you can push against it. Personally, not a fan of those myself. Hold on a minute. I'm going to put this together and miss a bit out. So we've got a rogue bit of metal that came out. I couldn't find anywhere it goes. Undoing this, it looks like it goes in there. So if you find this bit of metal when you're buying your tool and you don't know where it is, it looks like it goes in there. And that goes on here. And that screws back on. Now this. Maybe you've got to undo it. Aha, okay. So when this is done up tight, you cannot get your depth gauge into the hole. Whereas before I was trying it, just slipping and sliding everywhere. That bit of metal locks it in. So you undo that, then it can go in. You set the depth you want here, tighten this up, and that'll stop your drilling. So you drill to that depth and it won't take it any further. Okay. Also comes with the bit there. You got a number 6 flathead and a number 2 posi drive. I'm assuming this is magnetic. Yeah, got the magnetic bit there again. Little small holder there to put your bit in. Put it in there. If that's still there in a week and you haven't lost it, you're doing much better than I can ever do. Battery fits in. Quite a noisy boy this one. Okay, right. First thing I'm noticing is, for a right-handed person, this depth gauge is a nightmare. Look, when I'm trying to change the chuck, trying to change the torque, this thing's in the way totally. Which won't really bother me because I'm not a fan of the handles and I won't have this on. One thing I have noticed, if you look at this first impression, this is quite, look, flexes quite a lot. So, and I suspect it's to do with the plastic construction. So that's properly tight and it's still flexing badly. Look. See how much that's flexing? It's flexing the whole drill. See that? Yeah, so that's a double whammy to not put that on there. Let's have a look so we can work out what's causing that. Take that off. Yeah, it's just a plastic construction, isn't it? Because there's no metal in the body, it's just cheap plastic. It can't handle the flex, so when you put some pressure on it, it's flexing the whole body. So that's not a very good point now, is it, Mr. Ryobi's? Okay, so we'll put that to the side. We won't be using those again. Okay, just got a little belt clip here. I'll put this on for your viewing pleasure, but again, this is not something I'd be using. Quite handy if you're working up ladders or somewhere where it's easier to put it on your tool belt, etc. Right, you've got a hole. Okay, we've got a hole on the right and a hole on the left. You can put it whatever side you want. I will place it on the left because I'm right-handed. Okay, that's not plain ball. So, anyone who's watched my previous videos would have seen this before. Magnetizer. I want to get the screw to stick on the end. There we are. Sticks on the end nicely. That will pass. Whoops. Straight through there. Hands up, bloody shovels. Bloody joke. I'm assuming that's how it goes, upside down. So when you put it on your belt, you turn it around the other way and slip it down. Okay, so it does have a belt hook, as you can see, and that can go both sides. Well, that's going back in the cupboard. That's where that thing's going. Okay, let's have a look. What we got? Push the button on the right to go to forward gear. Push it to the left to go into reverse. Put it into the middle to engage the brake. We've got hammer drill driver written there. On the top we've got 3 settings. To the right for drilling, to the left for, God, that's stiff, driving screws in, further to the left for hammer drill action. I'm assuming that this will ease up after time. 2 speeds, it's in second gear at the moment. The other gear speed there. First gear on drill. Okay, this is interesting. So it's got a variable speed. If you only depress the trigger a little bit, it just turns a little bit, and the more you depress it, the faster it gets. In first gear, now second gear. First gear is probably high speed, low torque. Second gear is probably low speed, high torque. It's got quite a handy little light on there. I prefer the lights I've got to say, on my impact driver, where you got 3 of them around in a circle that illuminate the work area, although I will say that a light on the bottom here is a better feature than having it on the here, which some other brands do. I know DeWalt's got one here, and it doesn't really illuminate the work area, so having one on the bottom there is a good deal. So let's give this a go, see how it performs. Okay, so that was quite slow actually. Let's try it on speed number 1. Speed number 1 feels more suited to drilling. Let's try it on speed number 2. If we look here, we can see that the light is illuminating the work area, but it's not fantastic. Wait for that to go out. Turn it on. Number 1 goes in a breeze. Number 2 rather. Let's try number 1 again. Hello. Okay, so for drilling, number 2 is the baby. Let's use the same deck screws we tried the impact driver with. Right, we're going to change that onto screwdriving on speed number 1. Try number 1. To be honest, it's similar speeds to my old DeWalt. Nowhere near as fast as an impact driver though, as you wouldn't expect. Let's try it on speed number 2. Oh, that don't mess around. That's almost as quick as the impact driver. Impact driver is less than a second. These two. Oops. Would help if I put it in properly, wouldn't it? Okay, so we are on 14 on the chuck. Let's put it down to on the torque. Let's put it down to 1. See where it stops the drill bit. Okay, so for drilling, we'll take it up to about 6. See how that performs. Number 1's left it a centimetre out. Oh, that's a bit worrying. You've got 24 settings on your torque, and if you take it down to 6, it buries the arse out of it in the wood. So that's not a lot of room to play with, is it? Let's try it on 4. Absolutely buried it. Okay, 4's a little bit better. 5 would probably just take it below, I suspect. Wow. So you've only really, if you don't want to bury your screws right through the wood, obviously this is softwood, you can only really go up from gears 1 to 5. So God knows what gear number 24 is going to do. This is going to take me all the way through to China. Saying that, is this a Chinesium? Let's have a look. What's this one do? Gear number 24. Only limited by the depth of the bit. Well, first impression, the chuck isn't, the torque settings aren't particularly great. They're not very well set. 1 to 5. Anything after that you're just going to bury the drill. It's night time at the moment, so I'm not going to try the hammer drill action on a bit of masonry. I'm just going to try the 2 wood settings there. Big difference between setting number 1 and number 2, both in drilling and in driving. Torque, a little bit too sensitive after set number 5 for my liking. More than capable of drilling and sawing particularly well. Even on the low setting, this performs as well, if not better, than my old DeWalt. Overall, for the price, I can't remember what I paid, but I'll put it on the screen. I'm pretty happy with that. I needed a new drill. Brushless, 18 volt, part of the Ryobi 1 system. I'm pretty impressed with it. It's got a few faults, but then I'm not paying £200. I'm not paying Festool or Makita, top end Makita or DeWalt, etc. money, am I? It's definitely a good tool for the money, but it has its limitations. Limitations set by budget, I suspect. Reading instructions. So brickwork 13mm diameter, metalwork 13mm diameter, woodwork 54mm diameter, maximum diameter of screw 10mm. Good stats there. I hope if you're about to buy one of these tools, this gives you a little bit of an insight on whether you want to buy it or you don't. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. There's links below to my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook pages, etc. Give us all a thumbs up on everything, a follow, a like, help me build my social media up. Take it easy everyone, see ya.